Hi you guys, it's me, Be Unique. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. If you're returning, you know you guys are awesome. So today's video is going to be a try-on slash review of Laura Lee, Los Angeles, and Manny MUA's Lunar Beauty collab. If you guys are interested, then please keep on watching. I went ahead and got the bundle in their collab. Here is what they sent in the mail along with the products. It explains what is here, which I can appreciate. It has everything listed off to the side with prices. And then you have their little photo in the front. Super cute. They are looking gorgeous. I'm going to show, because I did not prior, the makeup bag, okay, that came in the bundle. It's a lot bigger than I actually thought it was gonna be. I feel like you could fit everything in here. So I'm just gonna take all of her brushes. I know this one's dirty, I used it, but that's okay. I'm gonna put them all in here. The two lippies, the eyeshadow palette, and the face palette. Wow, this might be my makeup bag, because that they all fit in there. Like, that fits. And I still have some room. I mean, if you need a tampon in there, put it all up in there, because it fits in there. Like, I'm pretty impressed with that, I will say. As for the pricing, I did spend, I think it was like $140 something with taxes and all that stuff. So I feel like that was perfect in my budget. And you guys, let's get into swatches really quick. All right, so starting off with the face palette swatches. Here is the palette. And I'm going to start from the highlighters. We have Gold Fantasy. And then we have Nude Champagne. These are the highlighters that came in the palette. For blushes, we have Pink Blossom. Then we have Peachy Keen. And then we have Rose Skyline. Ooh, that one's really pigmented. I feel like this formula is very buildable. I mean, that one looks a little crazy to me, but this is the blush that I have on, which is Peachy Keen, and it builds up very nice. That is their bronzer shade. Finger swatch doesn't look all that great, but I did use that on my face, and I can tell you that it performed very nicely. Which I don't really go off of how things finger swatch, because they perform differently with brushes or setting spray. It's not going to be the same. So I just don't. So we're going to start with these swatches. So we're going to do the top row. And we're going to start with Cloudy, Your Fave, Besties. Oh my gosh, that did not... Oh, it did swatch. You just can't see it because my skin is so dark right now. Okay, so that was Besties. Now we're going to do Full Fam. That one's, oh my god, that one's so pretty. Then we're going to go in with We're Back. And then the last one is Sunny, which is that one there. You can barely see We're Back. I am super dark right now. So I am so sorry if certain colors you're not going to be able to see on me, and my daughter does not want to be a swatch arm. So we're just going to continue with these swatches. Then we have the next row, Girlies. I don't know if you see that. Not My Vibe. Oh my gosh. Again, my skin tone is not helping. Fool's Gold. Then we have Aries. Then we have Manny and Social. I love those colors. So that's so far what the palette is swatching like. Okay, last row, we're gonna go on to this arm here. And the first shade we're gonna do is Peak and Pit. Ooh, can you guys see that? There we go. Peak and Pit. Then what's going on. Then we are swatching Mora. That has a green shift. All of these shift too. Let me swatch that again. There we go. Then we have Trivia. Right? Yeah, Trivia. Okay. You can barely, my skin tone is not helping. There we go. Trivia. Then we have Virgo. And then the last one is Break Time, which is their solid black color. Here are the swatches again. Ooh, I don't know if you guys can see. So the other one that I don't think swatched very well was Not My Vibe. I'm just going to go double down on that one. There we go. Because it's basically the color of my arm. You guys, I hope. Here are the shades up close, just in case if my arm swatches were not the best, which I mean, I'm going to say right now they weren't. So here's the palette. Okay, I love the packaging, by the way, you guys. Look at this. Here we go. Look at how pretty. I love this packaging. Like, if she decides to keep this packaging theme style, I'm all about it. I'm all about blush tones, her nude tones. But it's just, I don't know. The aesthetic of this palette is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay, so immediately first thoughts, that contour color is dark. There is a mirror. I'll just take that down, but this is what everything is looking like. Oh, I think I just nicked it with my nail. Now, I have used her eyeshadow brushes in the past, and I do love the quality of these brushes. They're super good. Love, love, love. So what do we have? This is a number 5. It doesn't say what it does, but it's really loose. This, I don't know, maybe I might use this for highlighter or blush, but I'm going to use the Tulip for contour. So I'm going to immediately head into that shade Sandbar. It looks pretty deep. I don't see this being universal for everybody. But again, I have not swatched this shade, and I don't know. We're going to see how this goes, I guess. Okay, here we go. I'm going to finger swatch it first. It's pretty, ooh. All right, so that swatch right there, it is not cool tone. It has a red base, so I don't think I'm going to use this. I don't know if I want to use that. I think it's going to make my face look orange. I will bronze with it, but I'm not going to contour with it. So I'm going to contour first before I do anything, because I don't need to be making any mistakes. So I'm just taking my Cover FX palettes that I got from BoxyCharm or whatever. And I'm just going to go into that contour shade because that is the tone that I need to do. Now that I have the contour on, we're going to go in with, I'm thinking the blush first, then I want to bronze, just because I don't want it to look wonky. And I don't typically bronze, I just contour. So I am going to use her, what is this brush? A number 6 brush. Number 6 brush. It is slightly angled, but it's super loose and fluffy. So I think that's going to be really good for what I want to do. I think I'm going to go with the peach. It's called Peachy Keen, which is this orangey tone right here, or peach or whatever. So I'm going to take this brush and we're just going to, is it picking up anything? I don't think it is. Let's dig in there. Okay, it is. It's just, it's not a lot. I don't know. It could be the brush because it's so fluffy. But I don't want a lot anyway, so. Ooh, actually, I love peach tones, so I'm glad I picked that. And the brush is super soft. Like, wow, that is, feels really nice. I'm just gonna go a little bit on my nose and on my forehead. Oh, I love that color. Okay, so now we're gonna go with the bronzer, and I'm gonna use this Tulip. I'm kind of debating actually not to use this Tulip brush because I don't want to go too ham with the bronzer. It's fluffy. I think it should be fine. I'm just gonna tap and then tap off, and we're gonna go here. So we're gonna go into the highlight shade, and I'm going to go in with the nude champagne color, which is that dark pinky rose gold color. Like, I'm going to go in with this one right here. And I'm going to grab a Luxie 522 brush, and I'm just going to go in with this shade. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. Ooh, that's so pretty. I put too much, but I'm committing to this. So far, first thoughts on the cheek palette or the face palette. I really like her formula. I've always liked her formula. And as for Manny's stuff, I did like his stuff too. I'm not as much as Laura Lee's formula, I'm not gonna lie. I have had his eyeshadow palettes. I still actually have one of them. I think it's Strawberry Dream and Drag Queen, right? What is this palette here that I actually... Life is a Drag palette. I'm sorry. Life is a Drag palette. But there's something about Laura's formula that I just absolutely love. I feel like they're more creamy. And in here, I don't know about the whole, the bronzer shade, contour shade. I feel like it's way too dark, way too warm toned for it to be all inclusive. So I'm a little bummed about that because that's not a shade I would gravitate to. I mean, right now it works for me for a bronzer with my foundation because I am really tan right now. But in the winter months, that wouldn't work for me. So anyone like lighter, or that's typically my winter shade, I don't think they would get use out of that. But that's just my opinion. Don't come for me. I still love the palette so far. So Full Fantasy blush palette. I like that palette. And the brushes, I knew I was gonna like the brushes because, I mean, I've had her brushes before. They're beautiful. Okay, so let's get into the eyeshadow. Look at this packaging, you guys. Gorgeous. So I love that his logo is on here. Her logo is on here. Their signature is super cute. I love this. This is my favorite out of the two. It's the colors. I love this one, but this is like my jam. I'm digging this. Digging that. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Look at this, you guys. Look at that packaging. That is so pretty. I love it. Oh. Okay, so here are the shades in this eyeshadow palette. Everything has a name. I know it's unique to them, and I think their podcast is something. I don't listen to that. I don't have a life. I don't have time. I have a toddler and children, and I watch, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Miss Rachel all day. So there's that. So let's just get into it. I am gonna go into the lightest shade that they have, which is the Cloudy shade, which is this shade right here. And I'm not going to use her eyeshadow brushes, and I feel like I don't need to. I already have some brushes out. And I'm just going to go in with that. So we're going to go into Cloudy down as a base. And a highlighter shade. I'm going to go into this shade right here, which this is the shade Besties. And that's going to be our second transition shade. Using that same fluffy brush, blending it up towards the brow bone. Then the next shade that I'm going to go into is going to be more focused in the crease, and it's going to be the shade We Are Back, or We're Back, using the same brush. This look is going to be super neutral, nothing crazy. I just want to feel for the formula. And I feel like this so far is pretty consistent with her stuff. So we are taking a angled fluffy brush, and I'm going to tap into ever so lightly this dark brownish shade. Almost has like a green undertone to it. That shade is called What's Going On. And we're just keeping this in the outer corner. Just adding that depth there. I'm going to go in with Fool's Gold first on a dry flat brush. And I don't want it to be too pigmented, but I want a little bit of, I'm going to go into these like several colors. Ooh, and that's dry. Can you guys see that? Like, wow. I am not using a setting spray, and that came out beautiful. I'm going to go into Sunny next. I'm going to use all these golden shades. All right, so I'm just going to turn this brush around, and I'm going to go into that Sunny shade. And we're going to just blend it. Ooh. And I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to go into Girlies, and we're going to put that here. I love the fact that I did not have to add setting spray to these and they still look amazing. So I'm just gonna wipe off that brush, the flat brush that I'm using, and I'm gonna go into Your Fave, which is that light shade. And I'm just gonna add that in that tear duct area. Again, no freaking setting spray. So I'm just gonna go in my fluffy brush and I'm gonna go into Trivia in that olive green tone. I love that I could use this all year round too. Like, it has that summery, fun, bright blue in there, but fall tones. The dark, deep plum purples, the olive green. Like, I think of those as fall colors. But I still find this palette to be universal all year round. I would find myself grabbing this palette. All right, you guys, so now we're gonna do the lippies. I've already done mascara and lashes off camera. So in this collection, they only had 2 shades, and the shades are pretty light. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous for these shades, and I'm not a bullet lipstick girl, but we're gonna go for it anyway. So we have Mora and Lanny. So let's go ahead and open up Lanny first. Again, the packaging is to die for. Laura and Manny, if you are watching, continue this because this is gorgeous. I just want to roll in it and love it and just stare at it all day. I absolutely love it. And I love that it's a pop method. So here's the lippy. You press the top. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Her other liquid, no, I'm sorry, they were lip glosses in her last collection. Were magnetic. Loved it. So here is, what was the shade? Lanny. Lanny seems to be a very nude tone. I clean my hand for you guys so I can just, ooh, creamy. So this has a, again, cool tone undertone. That is a pinky mauve. Like, I don't know. That one scares me a little bit. That one scares me. So we're going to try the other one, which is Mora. So let's try Mora. Like, one is more pink and purple. We're going to go in with Mora just because we don't need... Oh, it feels super nice. I don't know. Now, I don't do lip liner. Not that I don't like it. I just never had the need to because I always use liquid lips. This shade's really light. Ooh. It's super fun for summer though. Super creamy. Definitely would need lip liner for this because it is, wow. It's a little too light for me right now because I am tan. So I'm just gonna try to salvage this with another liquid lippy. And I'm gonna use Laura's. I'm pretty sure she has another one somewhere. No, she don't. Okay, gonna go in with. I'm gonna go in with one that says Beauty and Mother Star, just to kind of deepen this up because. Whew. Finished look, you guys. What do you think? Like, honestly, I'm loving the eyeshadow palette. I like the face palette. I feel this collection is lacking a smidge. I don't know if this was rushed or they didn't have the funds to kind of make things a little bit more inclusive. I feel like instead of adding brushes, they could have just focused on more lippies for the line in more shades, deeper tones, adding, you know, in the face palette, maybe, you know, 2 shades, a lighter and a darker versus, you know, or at least a cool toned, you know, like or warm toned and cool tone. I feel like everything else outside of the eyeshadow palette needed a little work. As for the quality of everything, absolutely gorgeous. Brushes are beautiful. The lippies felt smooth and buttery. The eyeshadow palette, as you guys know, I didn't bake underneath my eyes or anything. I didn't have any fallout or any kind of craziness going on. Didn't have to use setting spray for the shimmers. I love this, the formulas. Other than that, it needed a little love. It needed a little love outside of those aspects. So yeah, those are my thoughts. That wraps up this video, you guys. If you guys liked it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It really helps push my content out there. As always, leave those comments because I love reading them and I try to respond to them as much as I can, as fast as I can. And if you have not done so already and you made it this far in the video, sting that subscribe button. Come join my little beehive here with me. Help me pollinate my videos anywhere that you can think of. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, your mom, your friend, your mother, your brother. I said that twice, but whatever. You guys know what I mean. And hopefully I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.